So here we are once again. Today is Thursday, and my book came in yesterday. It's not something I wrote, but I really like it. It's by Anthony Raymond. How to Set Goals with Kaizen and Ikigai. This is an excellent book. So we've gotten into Lin Chu, which is Death by 1,000 Cuts, and Hansei, which is like reviewing. Yesterday we talked about 5 steps and going into that, which real quickly is to know what you're going to reflect on, right? Review, ask yourself some questions like what's my intent in doing this? What was the result I was expecting to get? If you didn't, what was the difference between the actual outcome that you got and the expected outcome? Number 3 was to come up with a focused sentence that will address those things. So if it's not coming out the way you want it to, how can you fix it? And really just to come up with a simple way to do that. So if it's eating too many hamburgers during the week, and you feel like you cannot go cold turkey, and cut it back. There's something simple that you can do. If I felt like I ate too many hamburgers, I'd say I just eat one on Friday and see if you can do it that way. And if not, adjust it or have somebody else hold you accountable. Keep a journal of your journey. I like when I said that, I was like, man, that's good. Journal your journey, okay? So keep a record of the things that you're telling yourself and look back at it, because you're keeping yourself accountable. And if somebody else can read it for you too, and try to hold you accountable to do things that you only have these simple sentences now. If you want to go into detail, you can keep a diary. But just saying, journal the things that's coming to your mind to keep you accountable and to guide you on your way. And number 5 is make a commitment to the solutions that you come up with. So things that you write down in there, or those sentences that you come up with, you need to commit to it, okay? You need to do it. So today I wanted to do something, let's still continue on that. And say that was your tea time. You was having your tea time and you're doing your Hansei and you come up with these things. Now here's some application. If this is your first time hearing about this, Hansei is this. First part is to turn over, examine. Turn over, examine. And say, the second part of Hansei is to look back upon the review of the past, in review of the past. So you're looking back over in review of the things that happened. Put them both together and loosely translated, it is self-reflection. So, and to me, the main parts of this, 2 main parts to this. One is to review what's happening so you can make changes for the better. Right? That's easy. You might not feel like it, but it's easy to look back and, okay, this is what went wrong, this is what went wrong, this is what went wrong. And, it's hard to come up with solutions. Here's the second part to that. So that's the first part, coming up with it. Looking back and seeing what went wrong. The middle part of that is coming up with the solutions. Now this is the hard part right here. Being accountable, or holding yourself accountable to those solutions, or making a commitment to where you won't do it again. That's the hard part, especially if you have formed a habit and your body does things, or you put yourself into situations without your brain actually even working on it. You're just like, man, how did I get here? You're just doing stuff on autopilot. Man, where did this hamburger come from? It's not. It's only Tuesday. That's wimpy. So today is the applications of Hansei. I want you to get those things down from the very few days, the previous few days, but to actually, let's get this into application, all right? So, first off, when you do this and you've got the commitment down and you're applying this to your life, I want you to remember to find where you fit into this equation. Now, I know it's going to be easy to say, well, it's their fault. These things are going wrong because it's their fault. But what we need to do is to find ourselves in this equation. It might not be your fault at all, but what could be happening is you're creating an environment to fail. You create an environment where it's not your fault, but things are happening because you don't have the safeguards in place to keep stuff from happening. So that's what we want to be aware of and be careful of. And remember the whole purpose of Hansei. When you're applying these things, it's easy to look back. I was thinking last night, okay, this is where I messed up. This is where I messed up. And this is why this is not happening for me. And then you want to just start kicking yourself. Man, I'm so stupid. How could this happen again? This happened the last time. Last time I tried this happened. And, you can start beating yourself up. Remember, the purpose of it is not to find fault with yourself. It's to find a better way. It's to see what's happening that's not working and to come up with solutions to get you to that next level. So you're not supposed to dwell. Remember Ichiko Ichie. You got to be in the present. Now, you're reviewing the past in the present. You're not in the past. You're not trying to dwell in the past. If you're dwelling in the past, then you're not in the present. You can't help yourself here if you're stuck right here. You can't move forward into a successful future if you're stuck back here beating yourself up. So I want you to be aware of that. Be careful. Don't find things for you to just hate yourself and have pity parties and just think that everything's wrong. Fix it. That's what we're here to do, is to fix it. So with that being said, what we need to do is to be ready to accept our mistakes. I messed up right here, or I let this happen. That was a mistake. I don't need for that to happen again. Accept it. Don't say, well, somebody else, or my mom didn't teach me to do this, or my dad didn't give me the finances to fix this, to do this. We are here in the present, and we are accepting our mistakes. It happened. Yeah, we did it. We made a mistake. We're here to fix it. Not relive the past. We're here to fix it. Use these lessons these things that we've seen here in the now as, okay, I learned that lesson. Don't go back there. And I can take this as a success. I won't hit this. So as I'm going into the future, the things coming up in the past don't really matter that much because it's in the past. I've learned, I move, I go around it, I go under it, I go over it. I'm moving on. They can't stop you. So, but you got to remain committed to the solutions that you come up with and be ready for it to be a success, for you to have, it's to celebrate your success. And as your success comes to you, try not to make some mistakes because you're going to be tested. You know, we're going to see if you really learned that lesson. Yeah, we're all hyped right now. I got a plan. I got a plan not to do this. So here comes the test. Let's see if it's really going to work for you. And that's all I really had today. I didn't want to go over to a whole bunch of things. Tomorrow we're going to start on Ikigai, applying the Wing Chun and Hansei, the things that we learned, keeping those doors closed into our Ikigai, which is our reason for being, the reason we get up in the morning. So let's get motivated to have an awesome day. You guys, love you very much. Have a great day.